want your number, no. I don't wanna give you mine, and no. I don't wanna meet you nowhere, no. I don't want none of your time, and no.
I don't want no scrub. Scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging out the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. I don't want no scrub. Scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging out the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. But it's wait, but it's me, but it's game, so you know
and
I know he cannot approach me.
no, I don't want your number, no. I don't wanna give you mine, and no. I don't wanna meet you nowhere, no. And I don't want none of your time, and no.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of HonesTEA with your boy John. Before we get started, I do want to let you guys know that last week with the episode, I had a couple of copyright issues. Most of it was literally the Black Ink Crew clip that I wanted to show you guys of Scott being a horrible mom and being a horrible parent to her son Desi. I know from now on I'm just going to start showing you guys just the clip of it while I'm over here illustrating the whole thing. So nevertheless, let's get right into these topics, you guys. So the first thing I want to talk about is Meg Thee Stallion signing a 360 contract deal with her former management team 1501. The entire situation seems very, very shady because it seems like a publicity stunt for her to promote her music. Over the weekend, Meg Thee Stallion took it to social media to basically throw 1501 under the bus and to say that they won't let her release any music. She tried to renegotiate her contract. In other words, she was trying to get out of her contract, and it was just like, no, we're not letting you go, nor are we letting you release any new music. I think that Meg Thee Stallion just wanted more money. 1501, what they're saying is that you're still a new artist, so you still have so much to prove. You deserve some more money. But at the same time, you still got a lot of growing to do. With 1501 being an independent label, they invested so much money into you. All the money that you're making right now, shit, that's going back in their pocket from investing in your future and your career. They invested so much that you're now being signed with Roc Nation. I feel as though this is a publicity stunt. I want to see you win. But if we're going to be completely honest, all of your music sounds the exact same. We know when you're going to do a punchline, you rap very, very fast. Not discrediting you from being a rapper because, bitch, you can rap and you can write and you can freestyle your ass off. I will give you that. However, all of your music sounds the same. There's nothing different about your music. There's nothing, I've never seen you switch up a flow, not once. Maybe that's another thing that your record label, 1501 was saying, you know, all your music sound the same, like you're not ready yet. Why are you talking about more money when all your music still sound the same? Because that's what I would come at you with. I'm not trying to compare you to any other artist, but when you think about switching up flows and switching up styles and different forms of rap, I look at Nicki Minaj with that. You know, Nicki Minaj, she sings, she raps, she does pop, she go a little gangster, she go a little hood, she go girly, she does all of that. Meg, you're very, very predictable. You be like, my name is Megan, these niggas begging. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like, it's predictable. We know what the fuck you're getting ready to say. When Nicki spit, we don't know what the fuck this bitch finna say. We just know it's finna be straight bars. We know when you spit, it's finna be straight bars. But we know it's the same type of bar that you keep spitting at us. Look at Doja Cat. Doja Cat switches up her flow on every song. If you look at her album Hot Pink, all of that shit is different. And it is good. And she can rap. But you know, it's also part of her weird personality too. So I guess that kind of makes sense why she switched it up. Like, even if that wasn't a part of her personality, the fact that you still are able to adapt and to switch up is perfect for me. I love Meg and I want to see her win. But this whole battle with 1501 and, you know, her not releasing no new music, I feel like it was a publicity stunt to promote her album. This is not the exact timeline, but this is exactly how it went. Monday, Meg Thee Stallion went on social media and dogged the shit out of 1501 and basically said, like, they're not letting her out of her contract, they're not letting her renegotiate her contract, and they're not letting her release any new music. Tuesday, 1501 sent the response. Wednesday, Meg Thee Stallion files a claim in court and she's going to sue 1501. Thursday, they found out the verdict that Meg wins. And now Friday, here comes her new EP. It was a good EP, but it still sounds the same. I could only get into 2 songs, and that was Ain't the Same or Ain't Equal and Captain Hook. all of it sounds the same. When is this shit gonna change? When are you gonna get different? When are you gonna switch up your flow? I'm not telling you to change who you are, because that's why we fell in love with you in the first place. But when it comes down to music and switching up your flows and being versatile, that's what I'm looking for. Especially as a fan, and especially as a person who likes female rap, that's what I expect. And I don't expect that from you just yet. So I was disappointed in the EP. It was the same shit, like always. And it's not annoying or anything like that, because at the end of the day, bitch, I know you can rap. That ain't the issue. Sounding the same is my issue when it comes down to you. So we have to change that, man. Like, for real. I also think that you are being a little bit money hungry, but at the same time, man, you are a new artist. And it's messed up that you signed up for a independent team, but yet they have all of your rights to your music and what you can do and what you can't do, even though you expressed in the video when you went on live that you can do whatever you want. You signed that contract. Even though you didn't know what you were doing, you should have had somebody that knew what they were doing, and you had your mom for that. But even if she didn't know what she was doing, she should have had somebody, because that was your mom, that was your management team. So I'm not faulting you for signing a fucked up contract, but at the same time, it was a contract for a new artist for who nobody knew about except for in Houston, Texas. So if it wasn't for 1501, you wouldn't be talked about on the show right now. You wouldn't be doing features with the baby and Nicki Minaj and all these other people. Like, you wouldn't be doing that. They invested all of this money into you. So just imagine you asking them for more money when the money that you're making right now is being able to be put back into their pocket. Not even necessarily their pocket, but, you know, the company's pocket. So, like, girl, like, I get where you're coming from, but at the same time, you got to get where the record label is coming from. So, I'm on the fence with both. Because, like I said, Meg, I want to see you win. I'd be damned if I let another bitch win before you and you write your own raps. I'd be damned. But at the same time I would like for you to switch it up. I wish the best for you when it comes down for you being with Roc Nation. Let's just be honest, if it wasn't for 1501 putting you out there, you wouldn't be signing to Roc Nation right now. But nevertheless, we're going to go on to the next topic, because I could talk about this all day, but I'm not going to talk about this all day. The next topic that I want to talk about is Nene Leakes being on The Breakfast Club with Charlamagne the Everlasting Goddess, and basically how Charlamagne was basically asking Nene, he was like, I heard that you was in the works of having a talk show. We're going to watch it because I found it very, very interesting, because I could definitely see Nene Leakes having her own TV show. Not maybe daytime, but, you know, Nene Leakes has a nice personality. Like, it's funny as hell. Like, you cannot have a dull time with Nene. So we're gonna just watch the video, and then we're gonna talk about it.
Remember that you were supposed to have a talk show.
Yeah.
And it was with Deborah Mercury, who also produces Wendy's show.
You're so crazy.
And Wendy and Kev blocked that.
Did they block it?
Yes.
And you
Tell
still
the
friends
truth,
with
shame the
Wendy?
devil, Nene.
But they blocked your show?
I don't.
Do you think they blocked your show?
I did think so.
Did you ever ask Wendy about it?
Happened.
No, I don't think we talked about it.
Do you think it was her husband? Do you think it was Kev? Or do you think
I
it was
think
her?
it was her husband.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you've known Wendy for 13 years?
Mm-hmm.
So what were your thoughts on her husband?
He was never nice to me.
Really?
No. I don't think he ever wanted me to really be around. So that was fine. I didn't think he was good for her, but, you know, people are in relationships because they want. I don't know what's happening in their personal lives.
Now, I'm not trying to start, but Wendy cost you some money, man. That's a whole daytime talk show.
I think that it's very, very shady of Wendy Williams to do that. And I think it's also a jealousy issue, because at the time when Nene first got on Housewives, she was definitely making a name for herself. She was known for having reads, having this loud personality, being a little bit ghetto, and like, it would have just been perfect for a daytime talk show, just like Wendy Williams got. I can only imagine Wendy Williams being jealous over Nene, because Nene got it. And Nene can be on TV and she could say shady stuff without people taking it the wrong way or without people dragging her. Except for that Uber situation where she said she hoped that her Uber driver would rape her. But then again, whatever. It just goes to show you that the people that you don't expect to be jealous of you are jealous of you. Wendy Williams has a radio career and a TV career. Nene just got to TV. Why in the world are you threatened by a reality TV actress? It don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, you already on TV, you doing what you want to do. I'm doing this so I can make a name for myself. Why are you jealous of me? Obviously, they seen something in Nene that could be like, oh, well, this can hit the mainstream, or she can do this, or she can do that. And even when you see Nene go on talk shows, or when you see Nene do, like, interviews, she's very poised, and she's very presentable, and she's very funny. She'll keep me laughing. I know she'll keep me laughing. But I'm just glad that her and Wendy Williams are friends, even though Wendy has now met my bad side. Not to get off subject, but you know, she was talking about Nicki Minaj and her husband all over again, and I don't fuck with that, because at the end of the day, Wendy, bitch, you don't want nobody talking about your husband, and your husband gay. So let's just be honest, and your husband kept cheating on you and had a baby on you. But I don't want to go there because, Wendy, like, I look at you for inspiration sometimes, but now, bitch, you done crossed the line. And I'm not gonna disrespect you or call you out of your name or call you Wendy Peabody or the letter P, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like I said, like, I look up to you, but you're making me not want to look up to you, because at the end of the day, there's a difference between being shady and then there's a difference between being spiteful. You keep crossing these lines, and either you trying to get renewed for a better contract or you trying to get yourself fired. I don't care. You need to stop crossing the line, and you need to keep Nicki Minaj's name out your motherfucking mouth. Okay? But nevertheless, I would still like to see Nene have a talk show. I could see it. You know, I think that if Nene was to have this talk show, it would have happened a long time ago. I think that it probably would have got views. It may not have got views, but I think it probably would have did a decent amount of numbers. I think that it probably wouldn't have touched the Wendy Williams show, but it definitely would have sparked something. It would have sparked something. Had it would have just been on for one season, it probably would have got Nene in a chair somewhere else. And that's what I think that Wendy Williams was threatened by, because she know that Nene is a force to be reckoned with. But bitch, whatever. You shouldn't be insecure in a reality actress. I just started this. You've been doing this. What are you jealous for? What are you nervous for? What you scared for, bitch? You scared I'm gonna take that purple chair of yours? I can see it. But nevertheless, we're gonna go to the next topic. As a matter of fact, the next topic is Nene on Watch What Happens Live. So I have another clip for you guys. So basically, Nene Leakes went on Watch What Happens Live, her and Marlo, and basically someone asked him, you know what? I'm not even gonna explain it. We're gonna watch the clip. How about that? That whole Watch What Happens Live was a tea. It was funny as hell. And Nene looked really, really good. Let's just talk about that for one. Like, let's just get into Nene. Nene makeup team, they've been on it. I mean, they literally been on it. They've been having Nene snatched. And even in her confessions, even when she just filming, her makeup been on point. But nevertheless, that Watch What Happens Live was fucking everything. I cannot wait to the reunion. I don't know when they're gonna film it, but I'll let you guys know as soon as it does. All I gotta say is I cannot wait to see that shit, because I know she's gonna read Kenya for filth. I know she's gonna get Kenya together so goddamn badly. And to be honest, Kenya deserves all of that shit. She deserves every read in the motherfucking book. Because at the end of the day, Nene has tried to be friends with, not even try to be friends with Kenya, but try to reach out to her even in concern. Like in my last week's episode, I was saying, like, I can't wait to see the next episode of The Housewives of Atlanta, because Nene was going to be shady and say, Kenya, how are you? No, that bitch was actually being honest. She was actually showing some type of sympathy. And even then, Kenya was still being shady and spiteful. So, girl, whatever, fuck her. You know what I'm saying? And that fake-ass, gay-ass marriage that she was with her husband with. So, girl, whatever. But at the end of the day, Nene is ready to come for Kenya. It was also sad to hear that her and Portia weren't cool again. I thought that they would break past their differences. I know that they're still going to work past their differences, because they have a good time together, and a bond like that is unbreakable, just like her and Cynthia's. So, I hope that they get back cool. I want them to get back cool. But at the same time, it is what it is. I can't wait for the reunion. Nene, read the fuck out of Kenya, because that bitch has it coming. And like you said, practice your reads, girl. Practice your reads, because, bitch, I'm gonna read that bitch myself. There's also, you know, Watch What Happens Live. There was also a recap of the Housewives of Atlanta. I'm just knocking these out 2 birds with 1 stone. 3 birds, because it was actually 3 topics. But nevertheless, with the Real Housewives of Atlanta, it wasn't all that good. It was okay. It was more about Kenya and her divorce. It's sad, but it's not, because at the end of the day, bitch, this is exactly what you get. Like Marlo said, you was all up in everybody else's business. You was all, like, the way that you treated Tanya when it came down to that cookie lady, like, there ain't nothing but fucking karma. It ain't nothing but karma at all. And at first, I was kind of pissed off at Candy for being, like, very, very sensitive to Kenya, saying, like, can y'all not talk about her and her divorce and all this shit like that that's going on? But at the same time, you can't fault Candy, because Candy is the least problematic person on the show. She's the only one on the show who don't really carry around drama or gossip or anything like that. Like, Candy cool with everybody. It's hard to not talk about this when Kenya made it her business to be in everybody else's marriage. And like Tanya said too, I feel bad for Kenya, and it doesn't excuse for what she did, but it makes a lot of sense why she did it. We just knocked out 3 topics at once, so which is kind of fucked up, because damn, like, now I feel like this video is gonna be short. Nevertheless, this shit just went too fast. I said I had a lot to talk about, but it don't seem like a lot. Whatever, next topic. The next topic that I want to talk about is Loni Love being dragged online for saying that black women don't know how to eat. On The Real last week, Loni was being emotional because I guess it was like some Weight Watchers program where they were sponsoring and they were giving out food or diet tricks or whatever the case may have been. And Loni, she got emotional. She was just saying, you know, African American women don't know how to eat. This video was by somebody who just so happened to be recording at the time and was busting up laughing during the whole thing. And they were laughing at the new lady. I don't know who she is. Don't give a fuck who she is. Don't even know why she's on the video. I don't even know why they even got a new host. Because at the end of the day, like, if you weren't gonna bring Tamar back, then y'all could have just left it at y'all 4. Y'all didn't need 5. But whatever. Anyway, she was laughing because the girl who was right next to Loni Love was looking at her like, girl, what are you talking about? Which was kind of funny too in a way, but we're going to come back and then we're going to discuss.
I did not know how to eat. Yeah. Growing up in the project, we just had to eat what we could.
Yeah.
I know it sounds funny, but a lot of women in the African American community, we don't know how to eat.
That's true.
Because we grew up that way. So I'm trying to tell y'all, thank you to WW, because we wanted to do this to help our brothers and sisters. Everybody, but especially, I see y'all out there. I see y'all at my comedy shows, and y'all like, we need to get healthier. And that's the reason why we're doing this. It's just to make y'all aware of what's happening in the community. So this, you can eat and not starve.
A lot of people are taking this the wrong way. I agree with Loni Love. I don't agree that it's just specifically black women. I think it's black men and women. It's unfortunate, but it's true. A lot of us African Americans grew up in poverty. When we got something to eat, or if we had something to eat in front of us, we would indulge. Like, we would eat more than we need to, knowing that we were full, but we're still gonna eat because, shit, we don't know when our next meal was gonna be. We overeat sometimes. And that's because we don't know where our next meal is gonna come from. The people who are getting offended, in my opinion, is fat people. Cause at the end of the day, bitch, you're fat. So you obviously feel some type of way about it. It's not because y'all didn't grow up in poverty or anything like that. And if you didn't, then that's fine. That's a good thing. But most of us have. So a lot of us don't know where our next meal will come from. I'm grateful enough to say that I haven't, but I know exactly where Loni Love was coming from. Loni's a big girl herself. I mean, that's a big woman. But at the same time is, you can't fault her for having her own opinion. Y'all can't drag her for something that she's being honest about. We do that. And it's not because we being greedy or because we just super, super hungry. It's just, it's there, so why not eat it? I'm not a greedy eater, nor am I the type of person that just grab everything that I can see because I know that I can eat it. I do mine in portions. But it's fat bitches who just do that all the time. They're the ones who feel some type of way about it. But don't be mad because you fat and that you indulge because, bitch, you always hungry and you don't know how to put the fucking fork down. Okay? Because that ain't nobody's fault but your own. So, Loni, like, I get where you were coming from. A lot of people who grew up in poverty, a lot of people who who got sense in a way knew exactly what you were talking about, because you weren't trying to make fun of fat people, nor were you trying to body shame anybody. You were just basically saying like a lot of people didn't know where their last meal was going to come from or where their next meal was going to come from. But next time, just be more specific. Just say, you know, the African American community, because yes, it's a lot of big women in the African American community, but there's also a lot of fat niggas too. Trust me, I know a lot of them. So yes, I did see RuPaul's Drag Race, and I seen both episodes. RuPaul always do his thing. She be the fucking flyest. Like, oh my god, like, RuPaul be killing that shit when it comes down to looks, face, all of that. The first set of queens, the second set of queens looks so much better than the first set. I mean, I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm not even trying to be shady. It's just the truth. The second set of queens, they should have been on the first premiere. And it's no shade, because they funny, they got personality, and everything else in between. The first set of queens, they got it too, but they didn't got the looks for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not attractive looking. Not as queens, not as drag stars, because they look decent in drag. But outside of that drag makeup and shit like that, they look a fool. I've seen better queens. I've seen better seasons where they had attractive looking guys. The first set of this premiere was not it. They just weren't. The second set of queens were. I think I found the winner of this season already, and I'm just gonna give you my prediction. And I think that Jada Hall is gonna win. And the reason why I think she's gonna win is because she's really, really beautiful, and she has a personality out of this world. And that bitch can lip sing. That bitch can lip sing her ass off. If you guys watch the second premiere of RuPaul's Drag Race, her and Sherry Pie were the tops of the week, and they both had to lip sync for their life. When I tell you that Jada Hall ate the fuck out of that song, she did the fuck out of that. Like, and excuse my language, but she really did that. Like, she was lip syncing her ass off. And even when in the opening credits, you know, when they do their little introductions and stuff like that, one of the girls is a singer, and she lip synced off of her voice, and she killed it. And so I just gotta say, like, I feel like she's gonna win. I also feel like a couple of other queens will be up in the top, like, that I expect to be. I just can't remember their names right now. Only person I can think about is Jade. But nevertheless, speaking of Sherry Pie, the second episode came with a disclaimer basically saying that Sherry Pie was disqualified. I actually like Sherry Pie, and I'm thinking that she did something racist, because something about her seems kind of racist. But when you think about the name Sherry Pie, and she is a white girl, she's a white woman, you know, I wonder what the fuck she said, because I feel like it was something racist. Silky Nutmeg Minaj went on Instagram and basically was saying like somebody was disqualified, and I feel like we gotta stop making excuses for people who are part of the LGBT community and stuff like that. Basically went on this rampage saying like, we gotta stop tearing people down that's in this community, and we consider ourselves a part of this community as well. I agree with Silky with that, because at the end of the day, gay people are the most shadiest people in the world. Not only are we shady, but we do it to our own kind. Like Silky said, you know, gay people will be the first person to call somebody fat, and you know that this person is gay too, and they deal with low self-esteem because they are fat or whatever the issue may be. We do that all the time. We make fun of trans women and we call them trannies. You know, we do ignorant stuff, and we even say faggot. And I think you know, that's the most hurtful thing to call somebody, especially when we don't like being called that word. I think it's also very fucked up and shady for the gay community to sit here and make health jokes when HIV is trying to kill us all. And I know that I'm a shady person or whatever, but I never do health reads. I may call a transsexual a tranny, but I would never call a trans woman or a trans man a tranny, because that's just disrespectful. People in the LGBT community shouldn't be doing stuff like that. We can't be fighting with our own people when there's people who are fighting against us because they don't understand us, or nor do they agree with us, nor do they accept us. You know, we need to get that part together, because at the end of the day, like, no one wins when we fighting from within, and that's just period. So I do want to know what Sherry Pie said. I want to know what Sherry Pie did. Because that bitch not even finna be on the reunion. Or the season grand finale. Or whatever the fuck you want to call that shit. So you obviously did something that was out of line. And I hate that because I actually think Sherry Pie is cute. But if that bitch is racist, I take that back. I don't know what it was. But Sherry Pie, like, I was rooting for you because you was funny and you cool as hell. But at the same time, bitch, I don't even know what you said. So I have to recant everything I just said about you. And it's no shade. So the next thing that I want to talk about is the baby slapping the shit out of his #1 fan when she approached him at the club. If you guys do not know who she is, she owns all of the baby mixtapes, his debut album, his other album. She also runs his fan club. She like runs his fan club Instagram page, his Twitter page. No, I'm just joking. I don't know who that bitch is. I really don't know her at all. I'm not for sure she's #1 fan. All I know is that they were in the club, and as fans, we can't control ourselves when we see our faves. So like everybody else does, she ran up on him. Now, I don't think she necessarily ran up on him, but basically, you know, she was recording, and the baby saw her. Maybe she got too close, and he slapped the shit out of her, and she fell. It's irritating to see the baby get away with shit like this all the time. I get that the baby is a hood nigga, but at the same time, it's like, you should be way past this at this point. You got security guards to protect you. You got bodyguards to protect you if anything gets out of line. You shouldn't be handling that shit by yourself. Fans are gonna be fans. If I see Beyonce, like I say that all the time, if I see Beyonce, bitch, I'm gonna pull out my phone. Or at least I'm gonna try not to pull out my phone. But at least I'll probably go, I can't even say that. I can't say that I'm gonna respect Beyonce's personal space. I can't say that. Because I don't know what I'll do when I'm in that moment. Even when I'm at a Beyonce concert, bitch, I want to jump on that stage, like that fan did when they were leaving, and that fan ran up behind them. That's me, but I got no sense to not do that. I get that, you know, she was excited to see him, but baby, you didn't have to put your hands on her. But you keep doing that, and then I think that you should be punished for it. I'm not saying you should do like some hard ass jail time, but you should at least pay a fine and at least pay her some type of money. I don't find it funny that, you know, you doing skits with Michael Blackson about the whole situation and you trying to slap somebody again. Like, you not making light of the situation. You making it seem like what you did was justified, because it wasn't. And that's all I gotta say about that. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like, it's bogus that you put your hands on women and that you always putting your hands on somebody because somebody wanna meet you and greet you. Bitch, this is what you signed up for. So, like, whatever. And that's all I have to say about that. Damn, that's all I had to talk about? Fuck. I thought it was going to be a little bit longer than that. But that's pretty much all of my topics. Fuck. Oh, my God. This video finna be short as hell. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. That's literally all I had to talk about. I shouldn't have rushed this. Like, share, comment, and subscribe below. Thank you guys for tuning in, for the new followers, the new subscribers that I just got. I do have to say this because I did say I was going to get a haircut last week. Well, I didn't say I was going to get a haircut. I said I needed a haircut. But I had to line myself up again. I'm going on vacation next week. And so, with that being said, I'm not going to have an new episode. So, this is going to have to last you guys. I know you guys are going to be like, oh, what am I going to do without Nesbitt? It's all right. It's all right. Just keep watching my videos. Like, share, comment, and subscribe below. And the reason why, like I said, I'm not getting my haircut is because my anniversary is coming up next week. And I got to get a fresh haircut before I go out of town. You guys be safe out there. The coronavirus is real. And another thing is, you guys got to stop being racist towards Asian people. Because, bitch, yes, they do got it. But they're not the only ones that got it. Okay? Make sure you guys wash your hands. It's important to wash your hands anyway. I know a lot of motherfuckers don't do that anyway. But y'all got to wash y'all hands. You know, you passing off germs. Cover your mouth when you cough. Cover your nose when you sneeze. Wash your hands. Like, share, comment, and subscribe below. You guys be safe. You guys have an incredible week, an incredible weekend. And come back for more.